So I have the climate control on, and I have the fan speed down to 1. It's like a super hot day, so I have to have the air conditioner on. But that's like the loudest thing in the vehicle, typically, is the climate control. Now I have it in automatic mode, or not automatic, I have it in normal drive mode. So normal drive mode. And that's a really good balance between the eco. If you're just doing normal driving and you don't have to worry too much about range, I would suggest normal drive mode. Sport mode is very aggressive. You know, you're going to get the maximum that the vehicle is capable of, acceleration wise and all that. So, but the normal mode, you're still good. You still got some really good acceleration. Eco, it cuts that back significantly. So if you need acceleration, eco mode is okay, but it's not going to give you that acceleration for merging, and all that stuff is good. So the regenerative braking paddles here, I have it fairly low, but so I have to actually use the brake more. But if you turn it up, then you can basically barely use the brake pedal because it's going to slow you down so much. But we'll get to that in a minute. The acceleration, even in normal mode, is just fantastic. I mean, it's not a race car, but it feels almost like one. And it's quiet. The ride quality is fantastic. I don't know why the automatic windshield wipers went off, but anyways, the ride quality is fantastic. It's quiet and comfortable seats, handles the road nicely. Even on bumpy roads, it feels fine. I mean, it's not a problem at all. Now the cruise control, like I mentioned before, it keeps you at a good distance. So we've got this dump truck up here, and I'm gonna put it at the furthest distance, and just to give you an idea at this speed how far away it's gonna be. So we're still slowing down. And another thing about the cruise control, the adaptive cruise control, is that, yeah, they must be turning, but it doesn't like constantly micro adjust. It keeps you at a set speed, and that's it. All right, so I'm not pushing the accelerator, and it's accelerating nicely. It's not causing a problem behind me as far as impeding people's making a traffic jam, basically. So we accelerated, and I have this cruise control set. We'll go at 60 miles an hour. And that person is going slower than that, so we're kind of matching their speed. They're accelerating a little bit here. But you can see that's a great distance, and this is the maximum distance. There's a good amount of space. There's a lot of reaction time here, so it's all good. I mean, that's my preference. Now, of course, you can close in and get a little bit closer if you want. I'll put it on 3 bars now. And that's still good. I mean, that's about perfect for me. 3 bars typically. The 4 bars is good when there's like a dump truck that's like potentially dropping sand or rocks or something on the road. You can get a little bit further away, or maybe even further than that, but it gives you a good distance. And the lane keep assist as well. That's another thing that works great. As long as there's decent lines on the road, it keeps you in the center of the lane and doesn't wander. I mean, it's pretty solid. Another thing about the lane keep assist, sometimes there'll be a turning lane, and other vehicles will start turning the vehicle in that turning lane. It just starts following the line into that turning lane, and you have to kind of correct it. This one doesn't have that problem. It never, so far, it hasn't seen a turning lane and start going into it. It just stays in the normal road position. So like I say, a lot of the features, they just work really well. So the regenerative braking, let's go ahead and turn that up a little bit. So I got level 2, and then level 3 is really slowing the vehicle down when I let go of the accelerator. It's almost like, basically like it's gonna stop, come to a complete stop. So let's see if it'll actually go to a complete stop. Let me get over here in this turning lane and get out of the way of this truck. So I got it in level 3. I got no foot on the brake, nothing like that. All right, so it's not quite stopping, but where I want it to anyway. It still wants to move forward. Now it's on I pedal. I pedal is the one I think that comes to a complete stop. So I'm gonna go forward, and then I'm gonna let go of the accelerator, and complete stop. All right. So it has 1, 2, 3, level 1, 2, 3 regenerative braking, and then you push it again, it goes into I pedal. If you want to start easing off on this regenerative braking, you hit the right paddle, and it will, so right now it's in level 3, then level 2, then level 1, then 0. So now I'm just coasting. No regenerative braking whatsoever. So let's go ahead and put it, there's level 1, slowing down a little bit. Level 2, slowing down a little bit more. Level 3, can't really tell the difference right now. And then I pedal comes to a complete stop. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up a little bit, level 2. Level 2 is a little bit more than like a regular transmission. Level 1 feels like kind of like a regular vehicle transmission, slowing you down, basically. So I'm going to put it in sport mode, and it's like a instant difference. When you turn it in sport mode, it's like it wants to accelerate immediately. It's pretty interesting. And then when you put it in eco, it wants to slow down almost instantly. It really does cut back on your acceleration and enjoyment of driving, in my opinion. But it gives you better range. So, and you can actually see the range, the amount of miles drop when you put it in sport mode. But the acceleration is insane. Like, you can really punch it. And the good thing about electric vehicles is that you can accelerate in a very short distance. You know, like a regular vehicle with this amount of power, I wouldn't accelerate that fast going towards a boat. You know, but since I can accelerate quickly in a short distance and then rapidly slow down, it's very, very fun and effective with zipping through traffic as well. So let me pull into this parking lot, and we will just gotta go from a dead still and just kind of accelerate a little bit, see what it feels like, or try to show you anyway. I mean, I've been doing it for a week now. It's fun. All right, so I go to a complete stop in sport mode. I mean, it just rapidly accelerates. Love it. The radio sounds really good. It's a premium Bose sound system. And the vehicle is so quiet that even at high speeds, you can listen to the music at a low volume, and it sounds good. I mean, it's just fantastic. It's a good thing to have a good sound system in this vehicle, because having a vehicle this quiet and smooth and everything, you can really take advantage of it at pretty much any speed.